Hi everyone. I thought this week I would participate on the discussion board with you. I'm asking you to do a personal reflection about your own purposes of education, and I thought maybe it would be nice if I did that along with you so that I could share a little bit more about who I am, and I have a lot of thoughts on this particular topic. So, if I were to respond to the prompt, which is to explain my purposes for education based on the content I provided this week, I'd probably have to think back about why I decided to get my PhD 4.5 years ago, and just the journey in doing that. And I already had a job. I already am a citizen in the society. I'm someone who's a little older, and strangely enough, in the PhD program over at the School of Education, I'm not that freakishly too far from the average person over there. Maybe because a lot of us are women coming back to school after the kids are grown or whatever the case may be. But I got funded and I completed a program. So, there's a lot of privilege that goes with that. And, I really have to examine this closely and say my purpose of education here was social mobility and positioning. I wanted to do more than work in the classroom. I wanted to work in education at a different level. I wanted to teach in higher ed, like the class here, and maybe impact more people. So definitely a lot of using education as a private good for social mobility. That's one of Labour's ideas about the purpose of education. But because I am an educator, I also have a lot more to think about there, because my purpose in wanting to be a different kind of educator, I kind of think about the MLK video a little bit and his writing that he did when he was only 18, which is really unbelievable that someone that young thinks so deeply about the world. But he said to think critically. The purpose of education was to teach students to think critically, and that education was to develop intelligence and character. And so maybe I hope deep inside that being a teacher and working in education now with a PhD can help me to ask questions and provide content and provide space, maybe like I'm doing in the class here, to show students how to think more critically about certain topics or the world or whatever it is we're studying. I think thinking critically is what helps us develop character. And thinking critically, again, just means asking those tough questions and looking beyond maybe just the surface or the common sense that we hear about everything these days. And I think thinking critically just becomes more and more important as we move into our careers and move through adulthood. So that's me, that's my purpose of education, and I really look forward to reading about yours this week on the discussion board. Thanks.